Happy Tuesday, IPC. Good to be with you again. And here's today's gospel gem from the upper room. It comes this time from chapter 14 of John's gospel, beginning with verse 1, where Jesus says, "Do not let your hearts be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me. My Father's house has many rooms. If that were not so, I would not have told you that I'm going to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come back and take you to be with me, that you also may be where I am. You know the way to the place where I am going." And then Jesus says in a moment in verse 6, "I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. If you really knew me, you will know my Father as well. From now on, you do know him and have seen him." What is the problem Jesus is addressing by giving this teaching in the upper room of the home that Jesus is going to prepare for us? Well, the problem is the feeling of homelessness that every human heart feels on this side of the Garden of Eden, but especially that the disciples were about to feel as Jesus was arrested and tried and crucified. They were about to feel orphaned and homeless. You and I are sitting here, we're literally at home, and yet we don't feel at home. We feel disconnected from one another, from our church family, and probably a lot of us strangely feel more disconnected than usual from the Lord. And Jesus says that he is, in fact, the solution to this problem of orphanedness, of homelessness. Jesus says, the way I'm going to fix this problem is I will go. I will go and get a place prepared for you. Is he talking about heaven? Sure. But he's even more importantly talking about a place at the Father's side, close to the Father's heart. And he's going to go. Go where? Well, yes, to his Father, but to get there, he's going to go through the cross and through the tomb and through his resurrection and ascension. And then he's going to go to the Father's throne and to the Father's heart. And so the place that Jesus is preparing for us is, above all things, near to the Father's heart. To be in the Father's house means to be not just physically located somewhere, but to be family with God. By going, Jesus says, I am the way. I'm the way home to be with my Father. And so this is a great hope for us. Jesus says in verse 7 that if you really know him, that you know his Father the way that he knows his Father. And he says, in fact, now you do know the Father because you know me. So if you're trusting and following the Lord Jesus, there's good news in these disconnected times. You're at home but don't feel at home? Well, guess what? You are home in God because the Lord Jesus is near to the heart of God and he has brought you there with him. But soon also, you will never again feel alone and homeless the way you are, because our faith will become sight and our home with the Lord, near to his heart and in his presence, and yes, with all the riches of his inheritance, will also soon be ours. Hold fast to this hope, church, in these strange days where you're at home but not really at home. You can be, and in fact, if you're trusting Jesus, you are at home in the Father's heart. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.